Okay, Jens, this looks like almost a pretty straightforward section, but I heard that leaving TA4, there were a lot more trails out there than were shown on the map. Tell us about your strategy and what you saw, what you did going from TA to 23, 22, and 24.
So we did coming out as we went east and then try to figure out these trails, but there were a bunch of extra ones. And in looking around trying to figure out which is the one that was on the map that we wanted, we could already see the marsh. So we said, well, forget the trails. Let's just go to the marsh and then we'll find the point. Then we could see the hill and then forget the trail. Here's the marsh. Okay, let's get it. Then to go across to 22, we just push through the marsh and then follow this ridge around, and then we just see when it opens up. Then we go in, grab 22. And then 24 I was a bit nervous about because I can see there's another spur here. I hadn't even noticed yet that there's kind of one here, but it's not quite the same direction. So I want to make sure I was very close to 24 when I finally went for it. So what we did is we went straight east out to pick up the trail. And I figured we'd take it down no matter what the other trails did. We don't care what direction they're going. We will get to this creek and this trail. Then we know it's a very short trip on our compass to pick up the spur and then ride it up to the rock pile. That's what we did, and it worked out very well for us.
Now, was that creek, did it look like a creek when you got there?
No, it was dry. There's a lot of sand, and it kind of was washed out. But it was at the bottom of the hill too. So you find creeks and water are usually low. So we know we come down the hill, and there's a bunch of sand here. So I thought this kind of dried up, but I was expecting to be dried up after the spring we've had. But I figured the trail was also bending away. So between the bend and the trail, and all the sand at the bottom of the hill, that seemed like it was probably our spot. So we pointed the compass in the right direction and then wandered up the spur.
Great.
It was a ways up there, but we knew we were on the right one, and we could see the valley off to the left. That's re-entrant. And so we thought, well, maybe people are going to be over here. We're going to go move fast, get it, and then try to get back out of there before anyone sees us.
Nice work.
And then from 24 to 25 or 26, what was your decision there?
We thought we'd grab, because our idea was we'd pick up 30, which is just over here on foot, rather than get it on our bikes. Then we were free to go 29 and 31. So from 24, we were going to try to just get over to this trail, and then we were going to go from this trail to this trail, although we did it not quite how we planned. We came off and followed some easy walking and ended up at this junction, and I thought, well, I'll go down here, and then it looks like it should be pretty easy to get over there, and I was being lazy and walking, and the easy walking kind of just had me drift right on down to here. I was worried that maybe I should go a little more west, but it was easy walking and I knew the trail bends around, so I was either going to get caught by this or caught by this eventually, and then I looked like a pro because we about tripped over the flag when we got there. So I'll take luck.
Nice
so
work.
The more I practice, the luckier I get too. And then from here we took this trail down diagonally, and this was a great feeling. The map just seemed to make sense. We saw our trail junction. And then we're like, and then as we're going along, I'm telling my teammates exactly what I expect to see next, and that helped them like be reassured that I wasn't doing anything too crazy. So we come down here, and we see when the trail bends. I'm calling it out just before we get there. When the trail bends, it goes up the hill. We go straight. We go into the wrong first re-entrant, and then we know it's just the second one, and then we'll be good. And then sure enough, go through this one, and then we get over the hill. There it is, and it was a great feeling.
So can I ask you, had you not planned on getting, what was it, 30 here, would you have gone a different route from 24, 25? Would you have gone down and picked up 26 and hit 25 on your way back up? Or
I think I would have done 25 on the way back up.
Would have done 25.
I would have done 24 to here and then taken this trail right down, 26.
You've gotten 27, 28.
And 27, 28, then trails back up, and then probably would have come around for it. So I guess you kind of go through the same sort of spot. But
right.
And then 25, I think Mark said afterwards he thought people would cut out to the road. I don't know if I'd have been that clever. I would have just taken trails back up to the TA as well. If I'd have been thinking that the that's the right idea, then you can go out and take either that paved trail, which goes up and down a lot, or the road, which is really as flat as it can be to go up the hill, but not as undulating. Either of those would have been all right at that point.
Boy, I wish I would have done this race.
It was a lot of fun.
Actually, even if I didn't see 30 out here, so I didn't even think about possibly getting it on foot, I would have come from 24 to 25 simply because it would have avoided going through green and swamp. It looked like better travel. And then to 26, 28, 27, and then come back up the road to the TA. It would have been my mistake for not thinking about getting 30 on foot, but that's how I would have attacked it, I think.